Hi Amy, I'm Nicole and I'm going to show you our security alarm system. Our house has it's all wired to protect against any break-ins through windows and doors and so forth throughout the entire house. We have two pads here, alarm pads. One is right by the front door and one is next to the entrance to the garage from the house, which is about halfway up the stairs to the top level. These pads, these alarm system, is completely interchangeable, which means that you can use one of the pads to disarm the alarm system and another one to set it up when you're leaving the house. Doesn't matter which one you use to arm or disarm, they're completely interchangeable. We are going to walk through today kind of what happens when you come into the house and how you disarm the alarm, and then when you actually want to leave the house, so that you'll see it from start to finish. The alarm system has a 60-second delay before any alarm might go off, and what that means is when you alarm the house, when you set the alarm before you leave, you have 60 seconds to open the door and close the door and get out of the house before the alarm is set. If, for example, you set the alarm, you have the 60 seconds to get out, you go out to your car, you realize you forgot something. You come back and the alarm is already set. You just disarm it, get what you forgot, rearm it, and then leave again. So you have that 60 seconds to disarm it. You also have 60 seconds from the time that you have set it up to go around the house and to pick up things and so forth. So I'm going to show you what happens now when you first come in the house. You're going to be getting a house key from the house sitter, Camilla. And so the first thing you would do is that you would put the key in the door, open the door, and the alarm will go, let you know that it's been activated. Now that's going to happen. Jan's going to come in the door. You hear the noise now. Notice Jan shut the door right away. You have 60 seconds by which you can disarm the alarm. So you want to be sure to shut the door right away so that the cats don't get out. I'm going to disarm it now by putting in the 4-digit code plus the number 1. It's now disarmed. When you came into the house, and the sign here, you may not be able to see it, it said armed, it was bright orange. When it's not armed, this is completely blank. It's not lit up, it's not orange at all. The way that you disarm it is, I said, put in your 4-digit code plus the number 1. And in case you forget, 1 says off, meaning alarm is off. So you just put in your 4-digit code and 1, and the alarm is off. So that's pretty much how you come into the house, and there isn't much else to it. Once you're in the house, you can re-alarm the house or reset the alarm if you want the house alarm. Just be aware that if you do that and you open a window or you go out on the veranda, you will set off the alarm. The only 60-second delay time is when you come in through the front door or the door from the garage. When the alarm is set, you open any other window or any other door, the alarm will immediately start bells ringing and everything, and you get a phone call, and pretty much the cops might come and all of these things. So you want to make sure that if you're in the house and the alarm is set, that you do not open any doors or windows. We oftentimes set the alarm before we go to bed. We do most nights, just so that we know that we can sleep comfortably. This is a safe neighborhood, but it always doesn't hurt to set the alarm. But you do have to be careful that you don't open any doors or windows when the alarm is set. So you've come in the house, you've done what you need to do, and now you need to leave. So now you want to set the alarm. The way you set the alarm is by entering your 4-digit code and then the number 2. And on the pad it says 2 away, meaning you're away from the house and you want the alarm set. The one thing you do need to keep in mind is you're going to be here in September, and it's pretty warm here in September. And so to make sure that the master bedroom where the cats usually live is cool, we almost always leave open the veranda door, even in the evenings. The only time we would shut it is if it's raining, and it's highly unlikely there'll be any rain during the whole time that you're here. So you want to be able to leave that door open and yet still arm the rest of the house. And here's how you do that. You put in your 4-digit code, 6 and pound, and I'll show you what happens when you do that. It says bypass 18 master bedroom door. What that tells you is that the master bedroom door to the veranda has been bypassed. It will not set off the alarm because that door has been bypassed. Let's say that you try to leave the house and you put in your 4-digit code and 6 and the pound, and it says besides the master bedroom door, it gives you another door and window that shows it's being bypassed. That means some other door or window is open in the house, and you need to go shut that, because the only room or window that we ever leave open, door or window we leave open when we're gone, is the one that leads from the master bedroom to the veranda. So when you leave, you want to make sure that you can leave that open. So you will bypass the master bedroom door by doing your 4-digit code, 6 pound. And then to set the alarm for the rest of the house, you put in your 4-digit code, 4-digit code, and then 2. And then you have absolutely set the rest of the house. You have 60 seconds to leave. So let me show you how that would work. I'm putting in my 4-digit code, and it says bypass master bedroom door, so I know the cats can get out if they need to. And then I'm putting in my code and the number 2. And it tells you armed awake, may exit now, 58, 57, 56, gives you that 60 seconds. If during that 60 seconds you go in and out a couple of times, that's fine. You just have to make sure that you have shut the door securely and firmly before it hits 0, because then the house is set. And if you do leave, you open the door after that 0, it will set off like you heard when you entered the house for the first time, and you'll have to disarm the alarm, reset it again, and then leave. But don't forget, you do have that 60 seconds. So that's pretty much the alarm system. We have other instructions in the manual that what you need to do is if you accidentally set off the alarm company will call you, and you'll have a code word that you give them to let them know that you're not a burglar and that you're not being held against your will in the house with a gun to your head, and that way that they know they don't have to send the police. So thanks so much again for taking care of our animals and taking care of our house.